Hello guys, so welcome back to the channel. Gonna keep it moving in this when to exit your trade using SSL hybrid strategy. I've already went over option 1 and 2. I did that in one video. That was video number 2 in the series. I talked about the baseline cross and its close on the opposite side in video number 3. The QQE mod and how it flips the other side of what you're looking for. I did that in video number 4. And so in this video, we're going to talk about the Waddah Attar Explosion signal change. If you are confused or lost and you don't even know what we're talking about, please go back to video number 1 in this series where I actually lay the foundation of this video series. I was answering a question to don't break your trading plan. I had a question on don't break your trading plan rules video on the homeschool tutor channel, and I wanted to take this opportunity to use a series of videos to answer the question, because the question was can you do a video on exit strategy, like exiting the trades? And because I'm complex the way I think sometimes, and I don't know exactly. I could have asked the question, you talking about specifically just using SSL hybrid, or you talking about with the no nonsense forex algorithm? So because I didn't ask the question, and because I'm teaching other people how to trade a particular way, I didn't want to just give one answer and they think this is what I'm telling them to do every time we trade. I needed to kind of give them all the different ways we're supposed to, all the different alerts or alarms or triggers or indications that we can exit this trade, right? And each time I'm comparing it to the Heikin-Nashi candles exit, when it exits a trend, what that looks like in comparison, to kind of give you a standard. Because if you're a no-nonsense forex follower, you understand what I mean, why I use the Heikin-Nashi candle, because people were saying if you don't have an exit indicator, I mean, he was just saying if you need one, in a way, I'm not going to put words in his mouth. This is how I took it. At very least, use the Heikin-Nashi if that's how you're going to use it, because we don't recommend using it. But if you're going to use it that way, because it does tell you when you're in a trend and when the trend ends, right? So if that's the standard, if your exit indicator is not better than that, then you need to scratch it, right? And I've already went over 1, 2 that kind of wasn't, at least in those scenarios, didn't show that it was better, right? But one of them pretty much exited the same place. So you go back and watch the videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. But let's talk about the Waddah Attar signal. I'm going to use the same scenarios, because I wanted to show you the differences in, profits and losses and things like that, even though there are no losses in this situation. So the Waddah Attar indicator, Waddah Attar, I'm going to do this so you can see. Yeah, see, WAE is what I call it, Waddah Attar Explosion. I've already done a video on this, on what the explosion mean. I've done it on both of my channels. How to trade this, like what to look for, what are the entries look like. I've already done a video on this. So go back and watch those videos. If I remember, I'll link to the videos in the description, or somewhere on this video itself. So, but when it comes to exiting, if you go look at the Waddah Attar explosion, like if you look at the author's explanation of how to use it, they actually tell you the exit rules. And so I thought they was good. I kind of looked at it myself and I tried to go went along my chart and say, hey, that's actually a good idea. It's a good idea when to exit. So yeah, we're talking about exiting. So whenever you see how this bar, first of all, you see how it was blue. So this is indicated a long position, right? And then of course you see it going down. So this is indication of weakness. But it actually flips and changes color right here, right? You see how it goes from blue, bulls, even though bulls are losing power, they're still in charge, to red. So this red flip of the red, that's like a flip of color, right? It actually tells you that, oh, sellers are in charge and they're above the explosion line. So this is a good place to exit this trade. And when you actually look at it on our chart, what I want to do, I'm going to make this super small so you can just see those two mainly. When we look at our chart, this is the same place where we have an exit arrow, same place where the Heikin-Nashi indicator told us to get out on this trade, right? Same place where the QQE mod flipped, right, on this trade. So Waddah Attar indicator gave us an also exit signal. So pretty much we had several things telling us to exit. I'm sorry, QQE mod did not tell us to exit there. I'll take that back. It told us to exit 1, 2, 3, 4 candles later. when the baseline flips. So, but the arrow told us to exit. The Waddah Attar telling us to exit, and the Hakanashi bars were told us to exit. Right. All right. So this is. Let's go look. Let's go look at some more. And I'm gonna look at this one. I'm gonna go back. Let me stick to what I'm doing. Sometimes I get sidetracked, guys. Try to just show you guys like live examples, but sometimes it can be more confusing. So I just want to make sure I have a good setup for you. So here we're entering in this trade, and if you're following the Waddah Attar, what you're looking for, you want to see it go below this yellow dead zone, or you want to see it go below the white line, or you want to see a flip. Okay, so if you look here, this whole time you did not have an indicator from the Waddah Attar to get out of the trade until this happens. Same place where we got an arrow, same place we got a color flip, and this was an exit signal. The Waddah Attar told us to get out of the trade here. Point blank period is the same spot. Let me just go. I am going to kind of sneak a peek, and let's say we get into a new trade, right? Let's say we take this long trade here, and we follow it up, follow it. I'm following the Waddah Attar, and I'm looking for an exit. So the Waddah Attar told me to get out of this trade here. So let me show you. Let's say this was an entry right here. This is a buy signal, right? Signal to go long. And here is where it got a signal to exit, really, here, right? That's what the arrow said exit. The Waddah Attar said exit right here. So let's see the difference. So we got in here. The Waddah Attar told us to get out right here, which was 312 pips. And this is what I mean. See, actually the first exit was here. I'm looking down here and I couldn't even really tell it. So the Waddah Attar told us to exit first here. Let me go look real closely. Yeah, we got a signal right here. And so actually our exit would have been a little bit lower right here, 253.3 pips. And then there was one last little push up, and then this thing turned around. Yeah. So that was an indication that who's losing power, guys, that the bulls are losing power. It had this one little push up. It was not big enough. Like it did not take over. It's still sloping down, and it eventually changed hands. So yeah, that's where it told us to get out here. The exit arrow told us to get out here a little bit further up, 309.9 pips. And then if you're looking for a baseline flip, that crossed over here, 269.5. So the exit arrow in this particular case won. Let's see where this would have put us, right? Let's see where the Heikin-Ashi would have told us to get out. So looking at the Heikin-Ashi, over the same candles, right? Put it right here in the middle. Heikin-Ashi told us to get out where the Waddah Attar told us to get. Where the exit arrow. I believe this is the exit arrow. Told us to get out on this candle right here. So let me go back and make sure. Nope. It told us to exit where the Waddah Attar said exit. So Heikin-Ashi and the Waddah Attar was in agreement. They both said exit here. It did go up a little bit more. And if you did take that trade, you would have been risking, right? Risking. Because let me see. I'm going to turn on SL Hybrid. I'm done with this. I just want to show the band real quick, just so I can get an idea of if this trade would have won or lost. So it told us to exit. Then you have another buy here, and it would have won, but barely. It was wicked, and I don't like that. I don't like wicks. I don't mind, but the little wick tells me it was very close, right? So this is telling me that you probably want to watch out if you do want to enter any more trades. Be careful because have some more confirmation if you need to get back in, because this trend probably is ending, right? But sometimes that happens. You'll see this happen, and then you'll see it come up, but it won't come up as much. So Heikin-Ashi told you the trend was over. Kind of want to pay attention to that. It did give you another opportunity to get in, but when the Heikin-Ashi said get in, you would have got in on this candle right here, and you would have definitely lost the trade. This is why I say don't use the Heikin-Ashi as their entry. At least not this one. You may want to use the previous candle as your entry and go from there. Okay? And we're not talking about continuation, so I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. Probably confuse you. This is all I want to talk about, the exit. So that's it for this video. I hope it wasn't too confusing. You're just looking for the Waddah Attar to lose like the so like let me just say all right here. All right. So you're in a cell, right? It's selling, right? So where do you exit? Red, blue. You want to exit here. And look at that. That's exactly what that links up, right? Let's see, you're in blue, and now you got red, right? So you want to exit here. If you are going long, the Waddah Attar is telling you to get out here, telling you do not sell after this point. So it actually got you out before the exit arrow on this particular example. Here, if you are going long, it's telling you don't go long. Don't go short, and it crossing the baseline. So it's kind of lining up with the rest of the indicators. Let me see. I want to see like a clear like trade exit. Like so here you're going long, right? And the Waddah Attar tells you to get out here. It tells you to get out right here where you got your exit indicator telling you to get out. Let's see. And then it goes long again, then it drops way below here. If you're having exit, it's telling you to exit here. It's telling you to exit your long. Don't get back in yet. Now if you're going short, you got an exit signal here to know don't go short anymore. All right. And the Waddah Attar itself is not, it may say it's choppy, but it's the candles. It's just following, telling you what the volume is. So the Waddah Attar, you can use that as your exit indicator. I did go a little bit off track a little bit just to show you some more examples. But yeah, it tells you when the exit in this particular case, it flipped across. So that was our exit indication. All right. So that's all for that video. In this last video, we're going to put on the trailing stop. So now we're going to compare the trailing stop to all these other jokers. And if you're in the trade and you're following the rules, when you cross the baseline, if you get in the beginning of this trade and you do activate the trail, what that looks like. So we'll see you in the next video. Like, subscribe. Thank you for your time. Bye now.